Peace, peace, peace. Welcome to the channel. I am aTone. This is aTone Tarot. This is a fire signs monthly check-in for all my fire signs out there from Aries to Sag. I will be pulling 10 cards from this traditional tarot. And without further ado, let's get up into your message, fire signs. I will be starting with Aries. Welcome to the channel. To my new viewers, welcome. To my returning viewers, welcome back. If you could, please go ahead, smash that like button, comment, share, and subscribe. Your girl would greatly appreciate it. All right, Aries, let's see what the month of February has in store for you guys. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for my Aries collective. 10 cards. I hope all is well with everyone. Again, thanks for tuning in. What does February have for my Aries? Ten cards, please. One more card. One more card for my Aries. And there it is. All right, let's get up into it, Aries. You receive the 8 of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Wands in reverse, Temperance, the Lovers, the Devil, the 7 of Cups in reverse, the Page of Cups, the 8 of Wands, and the 8 of Pentacles. So, I'm going to put my disclaimer out there, I'm going to just say it, don't shoot the messenger. If it don't apply, let it fly. Take what resonates and leave the rest. All right. So as it relates to this message in the month of February for my Aries, I got a few things. Let's see. Let's start with this 8 of Swords and this Queen of Swords. Those two right there are giving the energy of, it's not my fault that you didn't hustle, study, get up early, do what you needed to do to show up ready for this race. Whether that be you, Aries, showing up in a space or place like that in the month of February, or someone around you, it's like, don't get mad at me because you didn't get up early in the morning. You weren't shooting with me in the gym. You didn't study what I studied. Nah, I came prepared as you should have, right? So, but it's a silent way of delivering this message. I don't pick up on someone saying it, but someone's behavior adjacent to you is saying it. Guilt will make you tilt type energy. Because this Knight of Wands being in reverse, that's someone who is not able to, who's not emotionally mature. And when you're not emotionally mature, you do fuck shit. You talk about people, you get angry for no reason, you start throwing mud in the water. That's an upside down knight to a queen. No competition. Don't even rock her or his balance. You know what I mean? They're cool. Doesn't mess with the cool of this individual at all. Don't worry about the gender, Aries. So, and with the Lovers being here, you get somebody balanced as well through your own demonstration of how you show up. All right, so that's for some of you what I'm picking up on in one capacity or another. With this Devil being here and this Seven of Cups in reverse, be careful, Aries, of throwing caution too much to the wind, because this is saying all work and no play makes Aries a dull person. Like this is given with the Devil and the Seven of Cups. I'm just going to do what I feel like doing because I deserve it. I need a break. I'm going to stay up later than usual. I'm going to drink more than usual because I deserve a party, a vacation, a celebration, whatever the case may be. And you might regret that a little bit. Like with this Page of Cups being here, I instantly picked up on a hangover for some of you, like and regretting it, like because then you got to spring up and go to work the next day, and that bounce back ain't the same. You know, you might not be I might not be channeling for that young Aries crowd. This is auntie and unc I'm talking to. You gotta get up early in the morning real quick, pop up. You tired going to work with this Eight of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. So just be mindful of balancing out your work versus play, Aries. Whatever you may want to overindulge in. It could be food, it could be alcohol, it could be staying up late, it could be shopping. You know what your what do they call it? Your secret little passion and addiction is that may be slowing you up. If you had placed more discipline around this thing, you could probably achieve something or excel in another area of your life if you were given less focus to this not so positive thing, Aries. Insert whatever fits for your situation, but it intervenes to some degree with the progression of getting up on time to work. You know, with this Eight of Wands and this Eight of Coins, someone may struggle with getting to work on time. So for whatever reason. All right, that is my Aries message for the month of February. We are moving on to my Lions and Lioness. Where them Leos at? Come on, Leo. Let's see what's up in the month of February for you guys with aTone Tarot 10 card spread. We're going to get up into it. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Moving right along to them Leos. How you doing, Leo? Hope all is well. Let's see what February has for you. Leo, 10 cards, please, for my Leo collective. For the month of February, what do we have for my Leos? I'm waiting to see which one of y'all are going to pop up with a love read. You know, February is the month. Valentine's Day is going on, you know. Two more cards, please. What's going on with my Leos? Cards is just flipping and flopping, hopping and skipping. All right, Leo, you received the moon, the sun, the Queen of Pentacles, justice, death, the Page of Cups, the Six of Cups, the Knight of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Magician in reverse. So with this moon and the sun here, I'm going to start with that for my Leos. That's a Leo collective that is, during the day, they show up one way, but at night it's something totally different. They could be working on a master plan with this Queen of Pentacles here. They could also be very nurturing or a caregiver to a loved one, supporting a family member in another way. Or, you know, this is really given, if you peel or pull back the curtain of this Leo, you will be surprised what you found in their home life. So however they appear, behave, move during the day, in the evening, it's a contrast, a complete contrast. And that contrast is a beautiful balance for whoever is around my Leo in both environments, during the day as well as in the evening, right? With that Queen of Pentacles being here. A legal situation may come to an end, Leo, or you may be seeing the light at the end of a dark tunnel over a long legal battle that you might have been facing, with justice and death being here. And it could be in relation to an inheritance or some type of family estate. And just like Aries, let me stop here because I don't think I said it for you guys. If it don't apply, let it fly. If it's not your message, leave it here. Take what resonates and leave the rest, right? Yeah, but for a few of you, this Page of Cups and this Six of Cups being here, that's something from the past where you reflect. With this Page of Cups, it has you in your feelings. It takes you back to childhood times. Maybe, you know, when they say when times were good, I remember back when, something around that. So when people who are around you that maybe you might have even taken for granted that are no longer here. And my condolences, Leo. But you may quickly receive or hear about something going on with loved ones who may not be on this earthly plane with us anymore. So again, like I said, my condolences, and it may have you a little prickly, Leo, with this Knight of Swords being here. All right, so just watch that. You know, you might fire off, say things, do things, and even come off as ungrateful with this Magician being in reverse, or someone who's not fully or forthright, I'll say it that way, with the moon and the sun being here. Someone may feel as though or be prejudging you Because remember, I said they're not pulling back the curtain. And we all be going through a lot of stuff, and you be surprised. You know, a person shows up with the sun being here, smiling, happy, joyful, but they have a lot of sadness in their background, right? And someone might be misconstruing you, misrepresenting you, speaking unjustly about you with this justice card being here, and they don't even know the gravity of what you're carrying, Leo. So, and it may cause you to really read someone their rights with this Knight of Swords being here. If they are judging you prematurely, speaking ill of your name, or trying to paint you as not being so honest. Something about honesty, what appears to be one way may not truly be what it is. You know, you think you know, but you have no idea is going on with this spread in the month of February for my Leo collective. So that is your message, Leo. And we are moving on to my Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Hope all is well with you guys. Welcome to the channel, Sag. Let's get up into your spread, to your message. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead, smash that like button, comment, share, and subscribe. Your girl will greatly appreciate it. All right. Let's see what's going on with the Sag in the month of February. Just quick little energy check-in for the month. I'm breaking it up by element because it just works out so much easier as far as like uploading, editing, if you guys care to know that. But all right, let's see what's going on in the month of February with my Sagittarius collective. Ten cards, please. Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, you receive the Nine of Swords in reverse, the Four of Coins, the Fool, the Six of Swords in reverse, the Five of Swords. Excuse me. I had to cough. Hope I'm not getting sick. Anyway, the Ace of Cups, the Three of Cups, the Queen of Coins, the Ten of Cups in reverse, and the Hierophant. All right, Sag, let's get up into your message. And just as I stated for my Aries and Leo, you are no exception. If it don't apply, let it fly. Take what resonates, leave the rest. And we're going to get up into your message for the month of February with regards to a common theme. And what I was picking up on is there's a lot of thoughts going on. My Sag is up in their head quite a bit, almost on every level, from strategizing to daydreaming to just zoning out, having to be present. It's your head up in the clouds as well as your feet on the ground. It's a little bit of both of that going on in the midst of possibly the rearrangement of your family in such a way where you and maybe a significant other are no longer on the same page or are having conversations around separation at the very least. Financially, wanting to see if you are able to support yourself, reviewing your budget, doing some research, reviewing and assessing your network, loving yourself. It's quite a few things going on with my Sagittarius. While, I don't know, getting some good sleep with this Nine of Swords in reverse. You would think with all the thoughts, responsibilities, the here, there, everywhere that this Sag needs to be mentally, that they may have a problem sleeping, and they don't. It doesn't seem like with this Nine of Swords. Maybe because they are so physically exhausted that they are, once, before they head hit the pillow, they knocked out, sleep, gone, because there's so much going on that they deal with while they are awake mentally that it drains them, and at the very least, they're going to get their sleep. They're going to get their sleep. They're going to get their money because their mind is constantly going while they are awake. They're watching, paying attention to tone, paying attention to their money, paying attention to the news. There's a lot of things going on with you, Sag, to the point that someone might ask you a question and some of your responses might just be aggressive with this Five of Swords being here. Like, whoa, I just asked the question. So, be mindful of that, Sag, because maybe where you would like to be, where your mind is wandering off to, you can't necessarily do that right now. But you are planning, plotting, thinking, wondering when, getting ready. If I stay ready, I don't gotta get ready type of energy. But I have to do the laundry. I have to make sure that this doctor's appointment is kept. I have to make sure I show up for work here. I have to make sure I'm meeting this quota here. I have to make sure that I file this request by this date. There's so many things that my Sag is juggling, while also daydreaming about the future and what that will look like. And like I said, I'm picking up on there's a lot of head up in the clouds as well as feet down on the ground. And depending on where you are, when someone approaches you, whether your head is up in the clouds or your feet are down on the ground, Sag, may determine what type of response you give. So, be mindful of that people may not be inside your mind, heart, body, wherever you are mentally in that moment, and how you respond might need a little softening. Just a recommendation, not a requirement, Sag, because there is a bit of bittersweet sadness and maybe, like I said, the rearrangement of a family, the breakdown, the separation of a household, having to review financially even what you might be contributing versus what another individual in the house is contributing, and you put your foot down and somebody is like, no, I can't keep doing this by myself. I could do bad by myself. It's kind of what this is giving. So, there's a temperament that might want to be examined and considered, and be mindful of that, Sag. Like I said, just a recommendation, not a requirement, but that is your message. And to all my fire signs, until next time, I hope that this helps. Peace.